Thanks for joining me again here in Evergreen Valley on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's been a while, I know. As is always the case, things happen. I've been giving this some serious thought. I've got some decisions to make. In this episode, maybe the next episode, I've got decisions to make in this one. Off the back of the previous episode, I was wrapping all of these bales that we got off of it was a hay baling contract, which I then only baled part of it hay, finished the contract, did the rest grass, then silage wrapped it. So I got silage bales from a hay baling contract. If you didn't watch the episode, should be in the playlist. So what I'm going to do now is these bales are going to go over. I'm going to stack them over by our BGA, a little mini BGA. And then that can be running because that's producing electricity for all of our factories and productions and various different things. I'm probably going to put some in so I can fill it up with silage because these have gone to silage bales automatically. I'm still... my brain is so foggy with the whole... Something I said in the last episode, and I had a few people message me, and now I'm second guessing everything I think I know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is going to go over and go into there, and then I'm going to... I'm probably going to skip ahead. What are we on now? April 2. I might skip ahead through May into June, potentially. I'm trying to get to a point on here where my crops have grown, because I'm running precision farming on here as well. And we're doing seasons too, aren't we? So I can only plant and do all the various different things at the times it allows you to. So I've got to, again, get into that habit of skipping ahead. I've got jobs I need to do every day, things that need to be processed, things that need to be delivered, that kind of thing. But what I'm thinking is skipping ahead 2 days in game of a month, because that's what I've got it on 2-day months, and trying to get a little bit further ahead. Because what I've been trying to do, the whole purpose of coming on this map, playing at this farm, was for all the extra productions, all the things that I wanted to give a go. Making marble and marble blocks, and they're taking forever, some of the stuff to produce, so I need to get further ahead until they're ready. That at least is the plan in my head. It's May 1. Next large marble block is ready to go. I've still got loads of marble at the marble factory, so I haven't got to worry about delivering it there yet. This is a tricky one because I think we have to do this off the back, and I'm always looking to see if there's a train coming, because that's the trigger is a little bit further back for doing the marble. I think you're supposed to probably do the marble by train. Don't worry about that, it's fine. We'll do it by Lort. I prefer bringing it down like this. 79.5 grand. Lovely job. Add that into the coffers. Might buy some more land actually moving forward, thinking about it. May 2. So I've gone a whole month. So normally I do one load of coal in my trailers. So I've got a double whammy. Both full, and I've got about 4,000 litres left. I have already got the train here this time, so the train is ready to go. I'm going to unload all this in. So rather than doing a daily coal delivery, I'm doing a monthly coal delivery. Again, I just thought it'd be easier. I can get further ahead. I don't know. Either get some crops. I've got no contracts available. Nothing's coming up at the moment. So I'm just doing my daily routine, getting the things done I need to, heading towards hopefully getting some of these productions. I just want to get to a point where I've got pallets spawned of all these various different things I've got being produced, and I've got nothing to show for all that work I did up to this point. Last bit going in, and then we'll send the train off and see what we get for this. I'm just thinking, what do we normally get? About 60-ish for one day, half a month. So it's got to be around 120. Something like that, isn't it? It's 50 something. Yeah, maybe 120 grand. We shall see. I'm reversing up rather than driving right away across the map. It's easier to go off the map this way. What's it going to be? Oh, close. 119,500. Good. Into the bank account it goes. Let's see what we can do with that money. We made it into June. It's June 1. I did coal delivery today just because I wanted to boost the money up a little bit. And we've done some more liquid fertiliser sale. That's done. Yep, that's done. Tractors over there. This is definitely health and safety. OSHA approved. Wherever you're from, nothing wrong with that. at all. Have some good news as well. We've got some stuff. As far as I'm aware, we've got some stuff. So I'm driving over to the Sell Everything to sell our spaghetti. I'm then going to go to the marble sawmill, which is just behind the marble factory. I think we've got some sawn marble. We've also got some rubbish to get rid of. It's all a load of rubbish, all of it. Saying that, controversially, I've got to be. I've said this before about, you know, it depends who you are as a person. I think the biggest thing you can be is critical about yourself. I think that you've got to stop every now and again and ask yourself questions. You've got to ask yourself, you know, have you made the right decisions? You know, at the end of the day, your decision is your decision. Live or die by what happens, and the consequences are the consequences, and that kind of thing. But you've got to stop and say, you know, okay, did I make the right decision? Did I make the wrong decision? Should I have gone down this route, that route? My want to come on here and have a go at all of these productions and things has taken me a little bit away from the farming. That being said, I do have a harvest contract available. My 2 fields are probably a month away, I would say. As we go into July, they're going to be ready to harvest. I'll show you on the map. If we go across to there, we're good to go. I've got a harvest contract for barley on field 10. It doesn't pay very much, it's not very much, but I want to get the harvester out. But the other thing as well, because we've got a bit of extra money, that barley field there is ready to harvest, and next to that, I think it's got carrots, I want to say. So I'm going to buy some more land. I'm going to buy that, and we're going to get both the barley fields done. 187,000. Yeah, let's buy some more land. So as far as farming goes, we have expanded. We are expanding. So I'm going to do a little bit of farming. We're going to get some barley done today. I'm going to leave the swath behind on that, and obviously the carrot's not ready. I don't think the carrot's ready on that one yet, is it? Shouldn't be. Why are we not? Oh no, way off on that. But I can get both those done, and like I say, these will be ready to go soon. So after doing Black River, and I've been talking to different people and saying about how cool that map was, and I've been thinking about this Let's Play. Did I go down the right route? I did, because I think I did, because it was stuff I wanted to do. It's not necessarily what people wanted to see, but it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a play. I wanted to try all these things out, see what they were. I have got some stuff at the concrete factory to go and have a look at as well. Still, the metal factory, nothing. I think I can't be far off. I'm hoping a lot of the stuff is 5,000 litres, because if it is, we're not far off. If it's 10,000 litres, and this is my problem, you know, I'm not saying the map's a load of rubbish. When I said, you know, the thumbnail says it's a load of rubbish. It's just, you know, I went down the route of I want to try all these productions out and have a go. We've been doing contracts, we've been doing baling, we've been doing, you know, various different things, having seasons on them, precision farming I mentioned earlier. It not hampers you, but you know, if you're going to do farming, you need to skip ahead a lot more, and it's a tricky one to balance. But the productions are taking so long. All that being said, I've got a mining equipment and I've got a maintenance tools to deliver. I think I've got to take mining equipment to the coal mine, maintenance tools to the metal factory, because we're really running low on those. So I did buy a couple of pallets because I thought we'd need that. Let's do that. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Let's whiz around the back. So I suppose I'm a little bit frustrated. You know, I can skip ahead. Of course I can skip through time. It's just taken a lot longer for the stuff to come out than I thought it was going to, you know. And I think all your eggs in one basket. We are coming round to harvest season. All the stuff, all the contracts we did some fertilising ones, we did some sowing contracts, we've done some stuff. That is all coming to fruition, so we are going to get more into farming season, I guess. But I've got to decide what I want to do. My plan on this was just to have a go at these productions and see what they were like and see what happens. I've achieved that to a degree. I just want to get to a point where I've got one of each pallet. I want to have a look and see what they are. Now I could have done that off camera. I could have set all of these things up. I could have run a load of stuff through and then just done an episode and said, look, this is what they all look like. But that's not what, you know, you could do that on any farm, any map, and you know, you could just say, yep, I played on it, I did farming, let's move on. But it probably, we're not far off moving on, I think. Mars is the same. You know, I want to do some more on that because I want to hit all the targets on there. But I have got a plan in my head. Why park so far away? I've done that thing I always say about when people park so far away from things and then walk miles wide. You might as well just park right next to it. So here's our sawn marble. Look at that, fancy. Worktops, that kind of stuff. Worth a bit of money. This is going over to the Lizard Logistics, and I think these are too. So when I say a load of old rubbish as well, we have got our trash. The first of our trash to be collected. Actually, can I put those? Wait to come back for that. Just thinking. I might be able to get it all in actually. It's interesting when you put stuff in there, it kicks it forward. I've said this before, haven't I? I think there's a toolbox option you can have in this bed. And the problem is, when you try and put stuff right to the back, I think it still registers there's potentially a toolbox in potentia, and it doesn't let you put stuff right to the back. Which is alright, I suppose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to gather up the trash. We're going to probably go over, and I might buy the recycling centre as well, because I'm pretty sure. Oh, does it require diesel or stuff? I'm not sure. But we'll have a look. I don't think it's too expensive. I think I've got a couple more trash bags over at the metal. I'm just thinking, can I get, if I get the little wheel loader over, will that be out picked up? It's 2.6 tonne, 10,000 litres. But this is the thing, you've got to ask yourself, right, that's 10,000 litres, and it's taken a while to get that. Now that pays out pretty well, I have to say it pays out pretty well. The marble blocks we get out of the quarry are 12,500. Now they pay out a little bit less, but they're more frequent. So again, you're in that situation, you would argue, unless you're going down the route of my sole purpose on this map is to produce sawn marble for worktops because I've got a contract I need to complete for somebody. Yeah, I mean, I've made more money from the marble blocks so far. I'm just working out what I'm going to make from that, and it's not going to be much off what I just sold the last marble block for. So, got to weigh up, and that's the thing. And you know, it's that frustration of. It's hard to describe that thing of. Like I've always said, I don't mind doing productions. I love them. I think having extra stuff in game is absolutely awesome. But there's also that flip side of it to that kind of you put all that time and effort in and think I haven't really gained very much. Of course I have. The marble blocks are selling for about 80 grand for 12,500 litres. I mean, that's absolutely mental. And it's also meant I can afford to buy more land, and I've bought the vehicles and machinery and the equipment and various different things that I've needed to and wanted to. So it is paying for itself. Of course it is. I don't know. I don't know if I've just been overly negative maybe. I'm you know. But I haven't done all the productions on here. I didn't do the coal refinery. Where's the coal refinery? Well, it's over there, isn't it? I haven't done the coal refinery, the large one, or the smaller one to produce electricity. I haven't done the oil refinery. There's a couple of those too. Haven't done the productions in town. But I've done the stuff I wanted to do. The stuff I kind of decided that's what I thought about buying this plot of land as well. Just don't have enough money left. And this is, at the end of the day, this is all grass. But if I want to do any grass work, if I want to do more silage bales myself, I've got my baling equipment, having a big plot of grass here. And again, it's expanding the farm out from where we started with just that one field. I'm happy with the progress we've made. Frustrated at the speed of the productions, and I suppose looking at them when you look at the recipes and stuff, but then in my head I didn't know what weights they were going to be. You know, look at the speed of the productions and thinking, okay, well if they come out and each pallet is 2,000 litres, but they're not. You know, the sawn marble 10,000 litres. So far the rebar and stuff like that, and the rebar, but the other bits, they're looking at maybe 5,000 litre pallets. We'll actually whiz past on the way and we'll have a look at the concrete factory because I've got some trash there as well, I think, and other things. And then we'll whiz out to the recycling centre, have a look and see what's required, because we'll deliver the bits we need to deliver. I took the fence out of here actually. Sometimes I can't remember. Oh, I run the risk if I buy this plot of land, then get to the recycling centre and find out it's more than I thought it was. I should have made a note of it actually. So this plot of land here, 114. Oh, we can afford that. Yes, more land. This is ours to do with whatever we want. Might do some baling on that. I haven't decided, but it's more land and it's ours. Entirely up to us. I tell you what, I've said, did I say this before? Because the weather's been quite nice, and I've got the man cave lab, the door open. Wildlife keeps coming in. Has anyone else seen the new flying buzzy? Have I mentioned this before? The new flying buzzy stingy things. The bumble chinooks. Looks like a bumblebee, size of a chinook, and just the noise. I went out of the man cave to go in and make myself a coffee, and there was this deep, like helicopter-like sound, and I turned around and this bumblebee went past my head. I have never seen anything so... It was huge. I mean, ridiculous. I've got pigeons nesting in the tree, I might have mentioned that, next to me, which is lovely because I'm sitting here, and every so often, I think I've mentioned this before, out of the corner of my eye, the pigeon lands on the fence, and it then flies up onto the tree, and it's taking sticks up, and they're building a nest, and it's lovely, it's really cool. But other pigeons from around the area, I don't know if they're having a pigeon party or something, keep landing on the man cave roof. They're huge. It sounds like a cat running up and down, or something running up and down the roof, and then they start playing, fighting. I don't know what they're doing, but they're rackets on the roof. Just, whoa. It's absolutely, but I mean, it's lovely, but it's just a bit noisy. Anyway, I'm going to load this up if I can. I'm sure I can, but we'll try. If it's overly heavy, then we might weigh down the whole back of the, which I think we're going to, but can I get on the end of it this way? If I can load it in this way, it will be alright, but I'm not sure I can. Is this going narrower? Oh yeah, we can do that. Now we're looking under there. It might be alright. Oh, that's alright. I thought it was going to be mega heavy. I thought, oh, we're going to have problems here. Mind you, 2.5 ton over the back axle on this might not be a good idea, but hey. Always buy new suspension, can't I? I'm going to hang this over the back, I think. I can strap it down. But anyway, all the things I've been taught. Oh yeah, look. We'll get that taken back later on. I've had an idea for a new Let's Play, and the problem is it's like anything, isn't it? In my head, honestly, I'm buzzing for it. I've got all these ideas of what I want to do, but it's just how it gets received. You know, it's I don't know. It's a blend of different things, and I think it'll be brilliant, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. Straps over the bags. Start the engine. Oh, we need to do some maintenance on this. I mean, yeah, it's got some weight to it. I do not want this flipping off the bridge, falling off the bridge. Let's say that. Oops. I probably should have bought a little trailer, shouldn't I? And I could have put the stuff on it. Right, I'll see you over at the metal factory. Got some more rubbish or refuse to collect. Head out to the recycling centre, and then what I'll do, I'll go and grab the harvester. We'll get the harvesting contract done on that field, and I'll whiz out to our field. I'll leave the straw on the ground. I've got my little baler. I can whiz out and do some more straw bales. They can go into our biogas plant. As it stands at the moment, our biogas plant is more than keeping up with the energy requirements of all our facilities. So we haven't got to worry. Oh, I do like that. Just very cool. Oh, blimey, cuff. I don't know why I stopped the recording. I was right on top of it anyway, so we might as well. So I'm looking over there. Nothing. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. We might have something. We might have something. Something. What the? What? None of that was there earlier. Hang on, how many? This doesn't make any sense. What? What? I don't understand. Well, we've got a trash bag. I thought we had more trash bags than that. Okay, well let's put the trash in the back of there. Strap that down. What? Okay, we've got some loaded. Each one of those this doesn't make any sense. Has this gone? Is this had a bit of a? Is this had a bit of a meltdown? Did we hit the target of 5,000 litres and it's just gone? Yeah, let's put hundreds of them out, like it did up at with the pallets up at. So we have got. That's what concrete blocks look like. That's what concrete slabs look like, and that's what concrete beams look like. And that's why we needed the rebar from the metal factory across the way. Was you know what we might be there. We might. I mean, that's produced all three things that we need to, including trash from here. But I don't know what's happening. I'll take it. I'll take it. There's no problem. So next door, then it looked like there was something else there, which I wasn't expecting. Oh blimey, where am I going to deliver all this to? It's taken a while. Let's be honest. It's taken a while to get to this point. Let's go next door. Check on that. It looks like there's something there. It's probably an overspill from the concrete factory. No, we've got something. We have something metallic. Oh, look at that. We've got some metal pipes. Fantastic. So, I think it is. That's 5,000 litres. If you look right hand side, metal beam and metal cable. Metal beam is sitting on 4,929. And metal cables 4,243. So we are, yeah. And if you look at maintenance tools a bit further up, maintenance tools 153 litres left. So I need to get a maintenance tools container. I've already purchased it. I just need to get it brought over, and then I need to. Well, while we're here, let's have, while we're here, let's have a look then. Concrete blocks. All right, not bad prices. Sell everything. Lizard Logistics FS Depot. I haven't been to there yet. FS Depot's looking good. So look, a marble block is paying 5.9, around 6. Normally it's a little bit above 6, and it's 12,500 litres a block. And then the sawn marble is paying like 8 grand. But it's only 10,000 litres and takes way longer. So when you look at it, is it worth getting the marble factory? Concrete beams, 5 grand a pop. Concrete slab, 5 grand a pop. Those concrete beams then, all those whoa! We're in the money. Where's all the metal stuff? Where's all our metal stuff? That's all the. I've gone past it. There we go. Metal pipes. Yeah, they're all around similar sort of prices really. Rebar's all going over. Metal beam, metal cables. Metal cables are a little bit cheaper, but all right. So that pallet of metal pipes is worth about 25 grand. 25 large, son. 25 large. Same with the concrete blocks. I mean, they're a little bit cheaper, but the beams and slab, each one of them 25 grand. So maybe it is going to pay off, and maybe we'll buy some more land. I've got some moving of stuff to do now. Then right, let's get over to the recycling centre, and I'm going to get that. What am I going to do in this episode? I'm going to get that field next to us, just there, harvested, and ours harvested. They're quite small fields. It's not going to take too long, and I can get my baler out and we can get cracking. Then I think for the next episode, I mean, the next episode may well be the final episode, because I've got everything out apart from a couple of things here, which look like they're not far off, and then potentially our 2 big fields will be ready to harvest. So the next episode may just be racking up the wealth. I'm going to have to load up that low loader with all the various different things and take them to sell. See what we end up with. See what land we could potentially purchase. That's kind of what I intended. That was, I wanted to see what they all came out at, and that's, we've done it. Right, let's go and check this out then. Not a lot of trash though, actually. I thought I'd have more than that. I'm not sure that's enough. I suppose if I was running all the productions in town, because I think all of the little productions, the bakery and dairy and all those, they all produce trash as a byproduct. So, slow down, slow down, slow down. So potentially, if they were all running productions as well, a lot of productions to try and keep up with, I'd have a lot more trash to go and collect every day, I guess. So I don't know if there's 800 litres of trash going into recycling centres going to make a huge difference. Just thinking we might be able to get another big old field, because one of the big round fields I think is not far off ready to harvest as well. And we did the work on it, we did the contract work. So I'm not sure where this stuff goes. How much is the recycling centre? 45 grand, yeah, we can afford that. What do we need? Oh, maintenance tools and wood chip. I haven't got any of that. So we can recycle it and make recyclable materials, or we can incinerate it, which produces electricity. We haven't got a lot of it, and then it's another 10 grand for maintenance tools, and then we need wood chips and stuff like that. Well, we bought it potentially. Actually, I'm just thinking, hang on just a mo. Where's our... We own the sawmill, don't we? What's happening here? Oh no, that's full, isn't it? Yeah, lime storage is full. I need to empty that out soon. How are we looking? Oh, we've got 5,000 litres of wood chips has been produced in the production of wood beams and pallets. So we have got some wood chip. I mean, there is some wood chip. Let's take those straps off. Get these off. I don't know where these go. Over by this door? Yep. Yep, it's going. Let's take out the trash. At the end of the day, we are providing a service. Look at it all. It's all just a load of old rubbish. And we'll get this block over, and then I've got all that stuff to do. But yeah, we'll get onto the get onto that harvesting, get that done. I've been keeping an eye on the second-hand used vehicle stuff. There hasn't been particularly much worth writing home about. It's just been fairly normal, really. I've been keeping an eye out for a wheel loader. I know there's the wheel loader up at the vehicle store I could use if I wanted to. Been keeping an eye out just in case, but nothing amazing has transpired now. I can't remember. Is it this loading dock here? It certainly is. Oh, boom! $79,992 dollary dues. Let's close that up. Electric, that one, very cool. All these electronical stuffs. Right, I'm going to go and grab the harvester. Let's get this harvesting done. I keep forgetting we've got the aerial on that, that's whipping backwards and forwards. Don't really pay much attention to that. Should do. Pay more attention to the little stuff. And then if we go past here, I need to bring the low loader up because I've got those two containers there that need to be delivered to various different locales. But that'll do off camera. We are good to go on field 10. I think I've enabled straw swath. I mean, I won't be taking straw off of this field, but I've enabled straw swath. So if the farmer wants to come and use the straw, he absolutely can. I'm all about providing full service. Brought over the tractor with the trailer. Have delivered the mining equipment and maintenance tools to the 2 various locations. I might buy a maintenance tools and take it over to our recycling centre and then go and get that wood chip up from the sawmill. The wood chip I was thinking about, that I was looking for, is not on here. It's on Mars. I don't know. It's fine. It's what I've said so many times before. Running 2 Let's Plays. I don't know how people run multiple Let's Plays. Like Virtual Farmer, at some points he's running 3. Sometimes more. I don't know. I honestly don't think he keeps up with it. I really don't. It's too much. I can't. But luckily, I've just realised as well. I was checking on the contracts. I'm like, okay, well, I need to check on this. Field 10. Where is the barley being delivered to? The barley is being delivered to our processing centre. So our little flour mill type doodaddery, the bakery, red, is where it's going. So anything over and above, if there is anything, it will go into there, which then can go towards producing more spaghetti. So we've got a little bit extra there. Like I say, what we will do, you can see our field that we've just purchased all the way down there. Although we do have the carrot field as well. Actually, is that our carrot field right next to us? Hang on. We are now... Oh no, so that's that field. Ours is a little bit further on, so our carrot field's there, just behind the railroad silo. We'll cross over the railway there. I mean, it's not a massive field, a little bit smaller than this one actually. Oh, I don't actually. It's got a bit taken off the corner of it, but it looks like it might be a little. This is for HMG. Look, I'm going the right way around the field, bud. I think I am. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going the right way around the field, so if I need to put the pipe out, I can unload on the outside. But who messaged me the other day? Because I was talking about it a lot, and I've been saying about, oh, God, I have to make sure I keep doing that. I go around the field the right way. And someone said they were watching a farmer, or a couple of farmers, different channels online, and they didn't. They went round the field the other way. And some farmers are adamant it has to be a certain way, and some it's like, it doesn't matter, it's fine, because you like I tend to do, you can always swing the harvest around if you need to unload. It's not a major hassle. It depends as well, I suppose, if you've got lots of space like we have here. There's lots of space, there's a railway there, but a railroad, and like here we've got lots of space. But I suppose if you're running down the side of a field and you've got fences, hedges, trees overhanging, that kind of stuff, you can't open the pipe out to that side, so I guess that wouldn't necessarily, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going the right way. At least I hope I am. And all this lovely greenery will soon be ready for harvesting as we run through this season. I guess, you know, looking at the stuff I was talking about and, you know, doing all those various different productions, it's a means to an end. Like any of the various different things I've done on any of the maps, and finding that thing, whatever it might be, whether it's a diversification of your farm, whatever production, whatever thing you're producing that earns you money, that makes you a good profit or just a profit that's repeatable, that you can continue to do moving forward. That thing is the means to an end. That's the thing that funds your, you know, whatever it might be. It's interesting reading up about, you know, farms and farming in general, but off the back of, because what I was thinking about for my next Let's Play, I was looking at farms and farming and the scales of farms and farming, and looking at farms, agricultural, livestock versus arable. I was looking at hobby farms, hobby farming. Something I didn't know, whether you'll be interested or not, I don't know. Hobby farms account for 29% of agriculture worldwide. 29% are hobby farms. And a hobby farm, again, depends where you are in the world, can range from anywhere from about, is it 5 acres or hectares? Or less. In some it's 1 or 2. And in some countries, like places like Australia, South America, a hobby farm could be considered, you know, 500 acres because of the size and scale of the country and possibly the price of land, that kind of stuff. But hobby farms and hobby farmers are people who like buying a second home or a holiday home or wherever it might be, or whether you collect sports cars or you don't drive them regularly but you've got enough money to buy one. So hobby farms and hobby farmers don't set up their farm for it to be a primary source of income. In fact, most of the time a hobby farm isn't considered a source of income. If it is a cottage industry, if it does make a little bit of income, normally it's just self-sustaining. It's not a profitable necessary thing. So people will buy up farmland, buy up a farm, and they will run it as something to do, as a kind of, they want to give it a go, they want to try it out. But it's not considered full agriculture per se, which I think is a fascinating concept. It's not something you really think about very much. I suppose you think of farming on a much larger scale, but I suppose the majority of farming is smaller scale. It's not all industrial scale. It's not all massive. The various different farmers and stuff I've watched online, over the years. The guy from Saskatchewan, was it Mike Mitchell? 10 massive harvesters, 10 seeders, planters, but even that, thinking about hobby farming. I was watching Millennial Farmer the other day, and they were planting, seeding, sowing, and it's fascinating to me. Again, talking about, well, what's your primary source of income? How are you paying for it? A means to an end. What is earning you the money to be able to buy your next piece of equipment, the next thing you're doing? And it's fascinating when you look at it. Like he said, it was in the new, and they've got a new seeder. They were setting things up, and they were running different bits of equipment. And he said that the problem is, as you go from year to year, you forget how the setup was, how you set it up, what the various different things were, because you might have a piece of equipment and it could be 300, 400, 500,000 pounds, dollars worth of equipment, and he said we only use this for 5 weeks of the year. And you stop and you think, that's mad, that's crazy, but it's true, it's a fact. It's the same with tractors. I mean, tractors tend to be used far more, I guess, over the course of the year. But things like a harvester, it depends how long your harvest season is. You do all the work, all the stuff to keep it running, and that harvester then, once it's done the harvest season, bang, back into storage, and it sits there for an entire year until you next use it. It's a big investment for a short period of time, when you think about it. And you can understand why you get these cooperative areas where, I know they do it in France quite a lot. There are probably other areas around the world that do it. I'm just not aware of them, where a group of farms will get together and buy a harvester. They'll buy a big seeder, they'll buy whatever it might be, if there's a particular thing they're all going to do. And then when it comes around to harvest season, they will all chip in and help each other. So rather than 5 farmers going out and all harvesting their field at the same time with 5 separate harvesters, you might have one harvester, and they'll go from farm to farm to farm doing the harvest. That's always a lot more risky and dangerous because of weather, and if the first farmer gets his fields done, then the weather turns, and then what happens? If you're the 5th farmer on that list, or is it that it then becomes, if you're all doing a similar crop or the same crop, does it all go into a communal storage and it then gets split? I don't know how it works, but all these things I've been thinking about. I'm going to get this finished and I will see you over our field. This will get delivered. This only pays out 1,000 and something. It's not a huge amount, but I wanted to do some harvesting. I wanted, we're into harvest season. I want to get some done, and then the barley from our field will go over there as well. So we've gone a full year round, and the stuff we originally harvested that's been chugging away producing our spaghetti, we've now got the next crops coming out, which will continue that cycle. So our spaghetti production will just continue. It will roll over, and we are producing spaghetti for all the various local, whatever it might be. This is everything off field 10. I've moved the equipment all over to our new field. I didn't even look at the field number, I just bought it. It's got a number. And this is all going over to our little red facility. So this should be just down the side bit. Is that right? I haven't saved the game, which I normally do, so if I've made a mistake, if the money goes up now, we're in trouble. We're good. Contract is finished. We don't get paid anything because it's our facility. But what we do get, hopefully, if you go over to here, which should say bottom right, how much barley did we get? 1,882 litres of barley. If we go over to here, there we go, and we put barley flour on, boom. So that little bit of barley will turn to flour. The flour is in here anyway. We still got 18,000 left from last year. Awesome. And our noodles, spaghetti, just keeps on chug-a-lugging. And then obviously we've got our new field. I'm going to check that now because that's going to annoy me. What field were we? 15 and 12. So we bought plot 16, but it's field 15, field 12. As you can see, harvest is already on it. We've got our header trailer, and I've also taken over the John Deere and the baler because we're putting the straw down, so we'll be able to get on to straw baling that as well. So I will see you over there in a little while. I think we might get more than 20,000 litres. That's all going to come over here. I mean, I could put it into, because we did buy this first, because this does oils as well. That was another thing, because we were doing other contracts, and we did get, I haven't got enough there to run anything else through. But that does also do flour. So I was having this as a flour mill, and I was transferring it over, but because this required it to be delivered to this production point, that's why the barley ended up in there. I probably would have brought it to there and just let the windmill run again, but let's get over there. Let's get the rest of that field harvested, see what we get off of it. I think I'll bring it back and I'll put it into the windmill. At the end of it, it makes no difference. It's still being produced. It will distribute over into the other one. I could put it into the other one, but then I've got a facility that needs to be used, so let's use it. I'm feeling very positive. I think because these contracts have come up now, and because that stuff is all now ready, and I'm looking now at the farming side of stuff, and I'll use that phrase again, means to an end, isn't it? So potentially we could spread out more now and buy more equipment and machinery. Maybe upgrade the John Deere, maybe get a bigger harvester. I say bigger, we don't really need a bigger harvester, do we? For the fields we're doing at the moment, we don't. If something came up second hand, I might have a look, but as far as what we've been doing up to now has basically been contracting. We've been doing contract farming. We've done a little bit on our own fields, but mostly we've done contract work on a lot of these fields. Whether it's been fertilising or sowing, or we did a little bit of harvesting last season. Field 15 harvested. 18,000. One just smashed my head into this. Bang! Unconscious in the field. 18,490 litres. Not quite as much as we got off field 10 for the contract, but this is all of ours. So this will go into our production. Straw is on the field, so the little cutie. Gonna get this baled, and then we can take the bales over. We can either store them, or I've got my bale collector, so we can collect them up, and I might just put them straight into the biogas plant, or I might just put them in storage, or I might I don't know. I haven't decided. All these big decisions, it's a lot. It's a lot to put on a person. These are going to be a little bit bigger than the grass bales. They were 3,500s. We'll got a high-speed wooble on there. Did I put automatic unload on? I can't remember. No. We'll get a few bales off this. Not massive amounts, but then to be fair, we do have an entire field of our own, a much bigger field. And then, like I say, we'll see what happens. There'll be at least one more episode on here. I thought I'd set. Hang on. Did I not? There we go. Automatic unload. Yeah, so the next episode, hopefully, we'll have all of that, even if the start of the episode is just me selling all of the concrete, the rebar, all that kind of stuff, just to see how much money we get, and then potentially we'll get another field. But I want to harvest those two fields that are ours, that we planted, at the very least, that's what I want to do. I think we do need to upgrade this. So whether we've got enough money to buy the field and upgrade the tractor as well. I do like this, but it's the gearings a little bit. Maybe we need something a little bit more modern. Similar sort of size, but maybe a Kubota. I don't get Kubotas very often. I've said that recently, didn't I? I used the McCormick on Alma, and Kubotas aren't things I tend to go for, but maybe we should get a little boater. Anyway, all that being said, I shall trundle along quite happily, bale all this up, get the bales back. This field doesn't need... oh, please don't roll onto the railway. This field doesn't need ploughing. We could mulch it. I haven't done any mulching. We really should do some mulching. And then we can re-prep it. We can prep it. Repurpose it for something else. And then we have got, obviously, the carrot field we've invested in. It's not a bad sized field, actually. Initially, when you look at the map, you think, oh, it's actually not that big. But when you drive past it, it's not bad size. I haven't got any carrot harvesting equipment. But we do have a carrot field. Maybe we could get another farmer to do a contract for us. That would be quite cool. Just suddenly thought of that. If you can do contracts in game, and you go and do a contract on a field for a farmer, depending on who it is that requires the contract being done. But wouldn't it be cool if you could have your fields and you decide when it comes to harvest, if you contract it out, and then farm equipment sort of comes on the field and does the harvesting and stuff for you, but you've got to pay them to do it a certain amount. That'd be a real... I know you can do it in multiplayer. Obviously, you can have your friends come and they can act as contractors and do the work for you and that kind of thing. But that'd be quite a cool feature if you're a solo player. If you're antisocial's the wrong word. I mean, that's the word that people use. If you're antisocial, but the thing is, some people do struggle with sort of anxiety and the pressure of doing that. And there's a lot of people, you think of, people that are YouTubers and people that are out there, and you're putting yourself out there on your videos and that kind of thing. That's very different. This is hard to explain, probably hard to admit. I'm not multiplayer stuff. When I have done it, I do enjoy doing it, and it's really cool, but I do get very anxious before doing it, about doing stuff with other people, even if it's people I know. I kind of get worked up. It's difficult. So if you're one of those sorts of people and you don't really like doing multiplayer, all the stuff you like to do with single player, that would be quite a cool feature to have, I reckon. It'd be hard to implement, I know it would, but it'd just be quite cool. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. A few highs and lows. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thanks for watching.